States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Call this meeting to order. Roll call.
Here.
Here. Roll call is over with. Thank you very much, board. That brings us to our first public comment. Anybody like to step up and participate in the first public comment?
Sure.
After 3 mega sessions with the county, we whittled down the requests, nearly $4 million for the marijuana funds, to $906,508, which is exactly what we had. So we got several recipients. We gave the road commission $178,000, which will cover 1 brining for every township. So everybody gets treated fairly and every township gets their due allocation. Several community libraries, the Sheriff's Department, the Wise Foundation, Project Starburst, Mana Pantry, Angels of Action, Artworks Youth Program, but by and large, we whittled everybody's request down. Nobody got full boat amount, so the dollars tried to go farther. What we did was at least try to give them seed money so they can apply for grants for the rest of it. In the case of the Sheriff's Department and the posse, we did foot the bill for the entire posse request, which was $9,500 for new updated radios. They've had second-time hand-me-downs and they're virtually useless and unserviceable. So by and large, like I say, pretty much everybody came under the auspices of they weren't getting their full request, but they all got something. So I tried to be fair across the board in that regard. Any questions? Kelly?
Yes, Randy, the township got a request in for some work down at Stone Acre Park. Can you tell us what could have been done differently? Would have made it more favorable?
I don't know if favorable would be. There were wants and needs, and that's where we tried to separate the two. The sheriff posse radios were a definite need, and like we say, the other ones, we had almost 60 requests. So the first session, we just started whittling those down.
I thought it was a well put together package.
It was, and I, to my defense, I brought it up 3 different ways and tried to get some money toward that project because I thought it was worthwhile. I think it's a beautiful building and I think it ought to be preserved.
Well, we appreciate your effort.
Well, like I said, I tried every way but Sunday, other than holding hostages. And, even that, I don't know if it would have brought them around. But it boiled, like Barrett Park, they wanted sidewalks and ADA compliant ramps. Well, that's nice, but, that didn't get approved either. But there were a lot of those. So out of the nearly 60 requests, I think we ended up with 31 that got some money. And like I say, other than the road commission for $178,000, that buys 1 brining for all 16 townships. And that was the biggest donation donation we made was that, and we felt that was fair because every township got treated fairly.
Okay, just curious.
Yep, well, like I say, I don't think there was anything wrong with your presentation and your proposal. It just boiled down to wants and needs. And like I said, we discussed it multiple times, 3 3-hour sessions we had invested in this.
And I feel like ours was both, but I understand.
I did too, Kelly.
There's a want and a need.
Yep, and I thought it was a worthy cause. But like I said, I got 6 other people to convince.
Gotcha.
All right, thanks. Anybody else? Thanks.
Thanks, Randy.
Did you say next?
Yep.
Oh, I don't hear so well. Just curious, can you give us an amount of what we have spent on fighting the coalition project? I'm not here to say I'm for or against it. I don't want to bring that hot potato up. I'm curious what we're spending and what we've lost because we've sued them. Do you have that figure?
I don't have the figure right off the top of my head.
When can we get that?
We're gonna have to separate all the bills in order to get that figure for everybody. So,
So when could I get that information? I'm just curious what we're spending to fight this thing.
Well, I just wanted to mention one thing. They're suing us, we didn't sue them.
yeah.
Well, I don't want to get into this and that.
No.
We are spending legal fees, not just because of our actions against it. So we are spending a lot of money legally, and we've lost money from them because we sued them.
You can look at it a different way as well. We're spending money because of what the previous board did.
Right. I'm just curious what we're spending to fight this lawsuit. Because we're all taxpayers, it's our money being spent. And I want to make sure that this money is being spent.
I can tell you that I saw $11,000 we were taking go out this month to an attorney firm. It's in this package here.
In June, I got a figure of 28,000.
There is a GoFundMe page you could contribute.
Is what?
There is a GoFundMe page you could contribute.
I just want to know what we're spending to fight this. And I have a right to know that, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, so when could I get that information? I want $1 and cents.
You email me, Larry, I can try to get that for you probably by next week.
Next week? Okay.
That's Corey Rico, she is the
Yeah,
clerk. Okay, all right.
and I think the figures are perfect.
Can I ask what your name is, please?
I'm Larry Anderson, I'm sorry, I did not introduce myself.
Thank you.
Live over on 23 Mile Road.
Okay.
Which is the worst road in the county.
We agree.
So I heard about $178,000, we want it.
Well, thanks for coming in. It's very nice to have you here tonight.
Okay, next, Paul, now I'll get to you. Yeah, sorry about that.
I don't know if this is on or off. I'm Paul Quick. I live in Emerald Lane in Greenhaven subdivision. I wasn't able to make the last couple of meetings, and I'd like to read the minutes online on your website. And this question's for Corey. The July minutes are not out there. It says April 29th special meeting.
There's some sort of a glitch with the minutes. I have to talk to our guy that set the website up because I will put the correct file on there and it shows up correctly. I'll have my deputy check it, I check it, and it shows up wrong.
Okay, because the August is out there.
Yeah, this is a known problem. If you'd like, I can send them to you. I think I have your email.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
an issue that I'm aware of and I've been trying to.
Yeah, you can email them to me or use the sewer email. I get into that when Jason tells me that there's something out there, so.
Yeah, because I check it and it'll say that it has all the correct files, and then I have another lady that calls me and says it shows that it's June for August or whatever. So I keep
Okay.
trying to go back and fix it, and it's some sort of glitch on the website. I don't know why it keeps doing that. It's very frustrating for
read them. I read the August one, so, okay, thank you.
I'll email them to you.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Brenda Hall. I'm a 28-year resident of Green Township, and I live on 20 Mile in Paris. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to talk to you tonight about one of our own here amongst us. He is one that has given in service to Green Township, our county of Mecosta, and our wonderful country of the United States of America. He is very soon making a trip to Washington, D.C. on October 15th, as he was chosen to go on the final trip for this year with the Honor Flight Mission from Michigan. His name is James Johnson, otherwise personally known in our family as Jim, our wonderful friend and neighbor. Jim served with the Army National Guard, enlisting on December 24th, 1974, at 20 years of age, serving during the end of the Vietnam War conflict. Jim served as a Staff Sergeant E6 with the 3rd Battalion, 126th Infantry out of the Big Rapids Armory. Jim continued serving our country for a total of 26 years, ending his service in June of 2001. It is with great honor and respect that my husband Chuck and I have for Jim and for the work that Honor Flight does for veterans that we are sponsoring Jim for this trip. Every veteran must have a guardian to accompany them on an Honor Flight mission, and my husband is honored to do this. Together, Chuck and I stepped forward to secure this trip financially for Jim. After talking with other veterans and hearing from them how meaningful their experience was after an Honor Flight trip, Jim has served and is still serving his community daily in the work that he does. He started on August 21st, 1978, and continued working for 39 and a half years with the Mecosta County Road Commission, serving in many roles and capacities, but for the latter years, he was the supervisor in the Morley Garage. After retiring in 2018, he returned 6 months later to a part-time capacity, but COVID came, and since then he returned to a full-time capacity position. Thank you, Jim, for your commitment to our community and to our country. If anyone has any questions regarding Honor Flight, please see me after tonight's meeting and I will try to answer them for you. Thank you, Green Township Board, for letting me have this time to thank you. And thank one of our Green Township heroes who has lived here since 1988 for over 36 years.
Thank you, Brenda. Next public.
Hi, I'm Karen Lowry, and I live on 23 Mile Road. After hearing about concerns about the tax or the amount that's being paid to attorneys and things to fight Goshen, just like to remind everybody that your taxes from our state government, we're going to pay Goshen millions of dollars to support them being here. So it's coming out of your pocket one way or another. So anyway, that's all I have. Thanks.
Good evening. Not that I planned on speaking, but I wanted to share a little information that I thought you all would find interesting. Today, the U.S. House of Representatives passed legislation bipartisanly that prohibits the use of electric vehicle batteries from Goshen being used by the Department of Homeland Security. This was a bipartisan bill. It passed unanimously. So I know there's a lot of talk about Goshen, but even the U.S. government now is coming around and seeing. So thank you for standing up like you have for this many years so far. That's what I want.
Anybody else? Okay, so that takes us out of our first public comment. Thank you for the comments. Brings us to additions to agenda. Is there any additions to the agenda at this point?
I'm not sure that this will be an addition, but it's time to start thinking about snow plowing bids. October, we could have a snowstorm. I recommend putting something out in paper, media, for sealed bids, complete package.
For your stuff that you did for me before, make sure it's applicable or readjusted it, and then I can do that.
I'd be happy to do that.
I just have one addition, just to comment, that Kelly and Jeff, we need to set a date soon for our next election commission meeting, so just, we start looking at days that might work for you, so I'll get in touch.
These are done this month, September?
Either the end of this month or beginning of October. I'd like to try to do it soon-ish, so to get that.
Sure. All right, very good.
Dan? I think we should share.
I don't think I have anything to add to the agenda other than I brought a couple signs that you can see out Saturday. If you're driving south of Big Rapids, the Big Dan bike ride is going on, and so far there's 70 bike riders that have signed up, and they're coming from throughout the state. And we're happy to have them, and I hope the drivers are going to be showing that we're good hosts. And like that sign says, it is a law to give them 3 feet, and I know when I'm out riding, and 90% of the riders do give me 3 feet. Sometimes I feel some riders like to test their skill and see how close the mirror can come to my shoulders or handlebars. And that white line is not an law for bicyclists to travel on the right side of the white line. That's where all the debris gets thrown from the car tires. And if I find where it gets to be too rough, or all the glass is over there from broken bottles, and that's where it all gets collected, I will travel on the left side to avoid that, because I really hate getting flat tires when I'm out riding my bike. So please be aware of that. We have people coming from Midland, from Lansing, from Muskegon. So I'm looking for, I know the weather, like I said, I'm not going to move. Right now, the weather forecast is good. And we got riders coming from Hawaii, from Florida, from West Virginia.
What road is that? What, the route?
We're going south on Northland Drive, and then the 65 mile, they're going over on M20, and then taking south, then they go south on, I think it might be Elm, going south down around towards Hardy Dam, and then around Croton Dam, and then back up. I think they'll find that water flows downhill, and when you go south of, when you cross over the bridge south of Croton Dam, you start working your way back uphill. You come out on Moore, Jefferson, yeah. And that's uphill all the way from Croton up to out to Northland Drive, and then pretty much back in. And we were gonna try to come up on newly paved trail at, from Stanwood.
Dragon Trail?
No, the White Hunter Trail, except the DNR has closed that because we're gonna try to make every junction a little bit better. We're at the 90, they're at the 95% point, but we're gonna make them better. So we're up on the county, I think it's 180th to 185th or something like that, from Stanwood up to, yes, sir.
Yeah, what's the name of the ride and how many miles?
It's the Big Dam Bike Ride. And I'll give you one of these flyers afterwards.
Okay.
And you have your choice between 20 miles, 42 miles, or 65 miles, a metric century. So.
I was cheering you on.
And it is on the township website.
You need any help with the sports vehicles here?
We have 3, and I'm not sure I'm equipped to have, because I have equipment for free right now, I don't have equipment for them, because I just want to make sure people that are driving know how to change tires.
Yeah, I didn't catch when.
This Saturday.
This Saturday? Okay.
That's $50 for the 20 miles, 55 for the 40 miles, and $60 for the 60 miles. I was planning on doing the 65 miles, try to do my age. But I'm flying my kids in, they're the ones coming from Hawaii and Florida. And so, there's going to be 4 of us. The team is called the Haystack, so it's appropriate. And so there's going to be about 6 of us riding the, in the military, you can run as fast as the slowest runner. I think if you've been in the military, you've probably heard that before. And so they've all agreed they will try to do 20 miles to keep up with that. So if all 6 of us do 20, that'll be 120 miles for the payback. I think that'll be a success.
Very nice.
So thanks for your time.
No, thank you. Okay, any other additions to the agenda? No, okay. All right, that brings us to correspondence. There's no correspondence on the correspondence list. And to bring us to consent agenda, or would like to just review the consent agenda one last time, and I'd like to get a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Move. Second.
Like, it's not a huge amount, but I would like to point out that in the minutes that we had approved to go up to 65 cents on the new foundation rate with the gentleman in the cemetery, and then he agreed to only 50 cents. Sure. It's not a lot, but we take a little. Sure. Fairly reasonable, right?
Actually, that is a significant percentage when you buy in by the square inch. He did a great service to the township by reducing the rate. Do a 30 by 60 headstone, that's 1,800 square inches. So that's a significant amount of money, so thanks to Ted for doing that.
Planning and Zoning Board has been processing, has 4 in the queue right now. They're processing requests on, and Costa County Sheriff's Office reports they had 18 traffic stops, traffic tickets, they issued 5, property damage and crashes, they had 1, physical arrests, they had 2, and they had 22 total complaints.
Brenda's here, I would like to ask, I know you mentioned about upcoming, glad to see you on the agenda, upcoming master plan.
Yes.
Working on that. Okay.
That's going to be brought up at the planning commission meeting on the 17th. That's next Tuesday night.
Right, I see that's coming up, yeah.
So we will be discussing the start of the master plan process. Hopefully, there's going to be several public hearings. I'm going to try to set up appointments with most of the community merchants and business leaders to find out. You know, we want a lot of public participation in this master plan because it is the community's plan.
What time is that?
The meeting on the 17th is at 6 o'clock.
It's here.
It is here.
I just mentioned to Rob, the board, I'd like the board to keep in the back of their mind that we've got to pay Brent's position. So he does a lot of work for the township, and we've been discussing hourly rates, that sort of thing. I want to bring it up to the board. We're going to have to probably have just a special meeting for the budget meeting, so we can go through it. That's what our new accounts would like us to do. And so that's going to have to be scheduled up pretty soon, so I'll have to coordinate with you to make sure we have a good time where we can just talk about the budget and populate Brent's position and just fund it, rather not populate, but fund it. And then make our necessary moves on the budget to finalize all that set up. So, but more to come on that. So I want to make sure that the board is well informed on what's requested by the accountants, and so everybody's on a solid understanding before we move forward with that meeting. So that meeting needs to come here very, very shortly. But we're ready to move. So. Yeah. We want. We haven't had one for a while, so. But there's so much you can digest. You miss me. I don't figure as much. I miss it too. Right. Okay, so I have any more discussion on the consent agenda. We kind of got off track here a little bit. Is there any other discussion on the consent agenda?
That should have been the addition to the agenda.
I should have been.
I think it's good.
Sorry. Go for a vote to approve the consent agenda.
Thorne,
Yes.
Bushwhaig,
Yes.
Anderson,
Yes.
Egg,
Yes.
Rasmussen,
Yes.
Rebo, yes, Cruz.
Yes. Okay, motion carries. Consent agenda is approved by the board. Thank you. That brings us to old business. Board review, we're still looking for individuals to serve on the board review. Moving forward, anybody would like to? Experience or not experienced? Please contact us over here at the office so we can get you trained and get things moving. New business, open seal bids for cleaning services. Where do you want to take that? So just for everybody sitting out there, just to recap on this open seal bids for cleaning cleaning services. Hope Network is not continuing on with their service for the township for any of it. They're disbanding their cleaning service. So that's pushed us in the direction where we have to have new people come in and clean the hall and keep up on those things that need done in the hall. So
Just want to mention that myself and Jill have been cleaning the hall before rentals, and neither of us really have time for that, so we put the needs to
yes.
fire company today.
They closed on the 25th of July as planned.
Yeah, yeah, and they did not come the last day, that we had for them, so I had to come in anything.
They've done the last aid for us, okay.
They're down already,
I
so.
just want to make sure they come.
Yeah, so we've had to come in and clean for before rentals.
These bids, just so I know, if you talk to you, does it need to be from an actual professional cleaning service, or an individual that would put in, I mean, what are the ramifications for the?
Well, Network had liability insurance, so I believe that whoever we hired should also have liability insurance. I only know of one that does for sure, because he emailed it to me prior to meeting with them to look at the hall. The other two, I don't know if they have to put their, if they have like information in there.
But the open bids are open now. Oh, okay.
They were sealed, I didn't look at them, I don't.
I mean, we're not soliciting any more bids. We're not soliciting.
I need to hire somebody tonight because I cannot continue to clean the hall.
Yeah, okay.
I have election stuff to do, it's actually way too much stuff.
You're doing a good job.
Unless you guys want to come in and clean, if you want to take more time, but I'm not going to be cleaning that.
Okay, first bid that's on
There
is
you go. No, no.
Money Clear Cleaning Service.
Oh, I thought you were
Oh.
signing up to clean.
No. Dear Green Charter Township, thank you very much for the opportunity to provide a quote. Janitorial services at your township hall. Attached quote. Attached quote has a cost breakdown for weekly and bi-weekly service to give you options. Okay. So this first quote. Okay, they do give liability insurance. I'll put this on in case people can't hear me. They do give liability insurance. Once again, that's Mighty Clean, I'm sorry, from Stanwood. And, yeah, it's clear. There we go. Schedule provided.
Jason, do they sell workman's compensation too?
Good point, Randy. Insurance coverage, damage rented, personal injury. No.
Separate line item, that's certificate of liability.
Yeah, no, I don't see one at all here. Okay. And then, one time per week janitorial service is $460. Bi-weekly is $230. Here, I'll take it. So,
48, that was 48 per week. Oh, 48 a week.
so here's another one from 2 Green Charter Township Board. I would like to submit a bid for cleaning a Green Charter Township Hall in the amount of $65 a week, with the township paying for the cleaning supplies. My husband and I will be cleaning the hall, and that's Pam Worsler.
She was the one that was in charge of the Hope Network people crews and came.
Oh, or, yeah, Hope Network. So that's-
She's been cleaning all, she cleaned too. She was in charge of, picking up the jobs for the other people that were cleaning, but she knows where everything is here. She's been doing this for 10 years.
The third bid we have, proposed bid for Township Hall, is Dear Green Charter Township Board. I am proposing my sealed bid for cleaning of the Township Hall. I have cleaning experience in residential and commercial buildings. I am attentive to small details, work efficiently to get the task at hand done in a timely manner. If requested, I can provide you with character and professional references. Thank you for considering my proposal. I look forward to hearing from you. Estimated total hours, they're estimating at 3 to 4 hours at $25 an hour. And I'm available for weekly cleanings and additional cleanings upon request. Okay, and that is Emily Ryder.
So that one's open-ended at $25 an hour, depending on the time spent?
Yeah, estimating at $3 to $4 an hour. 3 to 4 hours.
3 to 4 hours.
3 to 4 hours.
And $25.
Yeah, sorry. Thank you. This is full pitching here. This is on. Oh, I see. Randy, you were saying what again? Now you're looking for workman's comp, right? For insurance.
There's many ways to come up with workman's comp. You can have workman's comp certificate, or you can have what's called a sole proprietor exclusion form, or you can have a form issued by the state of Michigan called the DWC 337, which is a form that says I don't have any employees on a legal partnership, we wish to exclude ourselves, and so we don't have to have it. That's the biggest thing, is somebody getting hurt and it comes back on you. That's why you carry liability insurance for everybody who has work on very expensive and somebody gets hurt.
Sure. Thanks. Okay.
How would you recommend we handle it then? The little mom and pop operation want to do it cheaply?
No? One of those falls here and gets hurt, how do you want to pay for it?
I understand, it has to be done.
Well, I just asked the question. A, you carry liability, and B, you have workers' comp, or you qualify to get an exclusion under the workers' comp. There's ways of getting excluded, where you get a piece of paper that they get hurt, they can't come back on you because they said probably, including to the state of Michigan, that they don't want you covered by workers' comp. Do we charge for somebody renting the building and cleaning it?
We charge for rental. We don't have.
Charge a cleaning fee?
It's $100 for the rental fee, and then there's a $100 deposit that they get back if they take care of everything.
So that $100 would cover cleaning it? No.
You got the deposit, and you clean them all.
They get the deposit back if they clean the home?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're responsible for, taking garbage and wiping everything down and vacuuming and disposal mop and all that too. But nobody ever does the orders.
Do they clean the offices too? Or just this?
The cleaning people or the cleaning people? Yeah, they were coming during office hours and they would come in the offices.
So it's not like this?
Right. Pretty much just vacuuming and emptying trash in the offices.
We have a great deal and some good people doing it, and it's disappeared.
There's a line on there that says medical
discussed this, and what we're looking at is we're gonna do a first, second, and third choice on the board that will allow me to move forward with the hiring process so we can vet out people that would be the replacement for Hope Network. So the first choice would be Pam, the second one would be Emily, and the third would be Mighty Clean. And this order is established because of the cost of the township. Pam has offered to clean the township hall at $65 a cleaning. Emily's averaging somewhere around $75 to $100 cleaning. And then Mighty Clear cleaning service is about $115 cleaning. So we're looking at $460 a month, somewhere around in there. So we have
I've been
a,
here before too.
Yeah.
Pam's done it prior and.
yeah, Pam has done this for 10 years, so, okay. So that would be our first, second, and third, and I'm looking for a motion, and I'm not sure how to structure this motion here.
I'll structure the motion.
Okay,
I make a motion that in order of preference, that we select Pam, and then Emily, and then Mighty Clean as our choices.
like it. Okay.
I just need a second.
I'll second.
Need a second motion, okay. Any further discussion?
Other than just clarifying that if Pam does not accept that, then we would go to our second choice. That's the reason we're doing that.
Yes, yeah, so we can continue to hire. Plus, they, meeting.
We need to clarify a start date. This is my only other thought. Corey's is mop up, go ahead.
Is it the desire of the township to have the person here while there are people here?
Yes, so that the offices can be unlocked.
I agree.
All of these people have agreed to come during the weekday when this is
It could be established that they show up every week, same time, same time frame, that way there's someone here.
Pam was previously coming in with the Hope Network people at 1 o'clock, I believe, on Wednesdays, and they were coming and having session with her. She won't be here needing to have lunch, but she would come at 1 o'clock on Wednesdays, there's always somebody here, and every Wednesday. Unless we had, something that we needed to change that date, and then she'd make arrangements.
Yeah, started when they could do it,
Hire quick.
Now, these people will only be hired after they're vetted for workers' comp and liability?
Yes,
Okay,
yep,
thank you.
yep. Some of the reason why we're doing the 1, 2, 3. Okay, very good. So we have a first and second. Any other conversation on this? No? All right, let's go for a vote.
Kate?
Yes.
Rasmussen?
Yes.
Bushway?
Yes?
Henderson?
Yes.
Revo, yes. Thorne?
Yes.
Cruz?
Yes. Okay, motion carries. Thank you, board. We'll be in contact with the individuals. Okay. So, financial, approving monthly checks is next.
I'll make a motion that we approve the monthly checks for payment.
Kelly Cushway on first motion. Do we have a second? Okay, Rob Henderson seconds. Any discussion regarding the checks?
Did we not have a total report?
Yeah, the sewer reports are not quarterly now. We'll give you a,
They're still checking that. Should have asked that question.
Let's see here. So no discussions on the checks, anybody? Okay, can I get a vote on approving the monthly checks?
Bushway,
Yes.
Henderson,
Yes.
Hay,
Yes.
Rasmussen. Yes. Rico, yes. Warren,
Yes.
Cruz.
Yes. Okay. Motion carries. Okay, approving the monthly checks. Thank you once again, board. Here's, brings us to our last public comment. Is there any other further public comments? Please.
Thank you. I'm Jane Manzi, and I've come to a couple of these meetings, and my whole goal is to try to figure out what the heck is going on with this Goshen thing, and where is our tax money going? And it's a defensiveness that comes up whenever it's talked about. There's a passion about it when it comes about. I was hoping for just some straight answers, and my number one question is this board trying to shut Goshen down or renegotiate your contract with them?
I'm going to have to give you a cliche kind of an answer, right? So we've just done our discovery. Okay, so we've gone through all the discovery, and we're just waiting to find out what the next steps are in court. Basically, all it is it's a contractual issue, and at this point in time, the next thing that's going to come up with the court case is going to be a mediation. It's ordered by the court. So that's about, I think it's the 18th. I have to be, so next week I have to be down in Grand Rapids. There'll be a mediation. I'm not sure exactly how that's going to work. That's about all I can tell you at this point. But no, shut Goshen down, no.
You're not trying to shut Goshen down.
No, it's
a done deal. The courts approved it. The state is all for it.
No, I get that a lot.
Okay.
I get that a lot. And so
help me out.
It's not a done deal. I don't know where Goshen is in their project. I wish I could say it was or it wasn't. I don't know.
Okay.
I have no idea. So, but right now, all I can tell you about is where we're at in the lawsuit. I mean, that's about what I can tell you.
And my concern about that is, I think we have to be clear if we're trying to shut them down or trying to renegotiate, because if you're trying to shut them down, renegotiation and mediation is probably not going to work very well.
Well, I don't believe that at this point in time, that I can't really answer that one way or the other. I guess I won't know until I get there. I've never been in mediation before. This is all pretty new to me, obviously. That discovery process has been pretty new. We handed over a ton of information to Goshen, not to Goshen, but Goshen's attorneys rather. And I spent the last 3 weeks ripping this place apart to send as much as we could get a hold of to send them for the stuff that they requested. And that is all done. Discovery ended on September 9th. There's some other issues that are laying out, that the court's working through, but.
So can we look forward to an answer within weeks or months or years or what?
Hopefully years.
We don't know yet. I wouldn't know. I would say, and I've asked this too. What's the lead time on this thing? Because everybody would like some finality to it, right? And so the best that I've gotten is maybe in the next month, maybe in the next 6 months. We're not sure. So it all depends on how fast the court wants to move.
And
so
in the meantime, our tax dollars will continue to go toward attorneys to do the mediation and do the. You can drag this on for years, but that means the tax dollars getting dragged on for years, right?
We don't want to do that.
Right.
Right.
I don't want to do that.
I don't want to do it either. So
okay.
So yeah, that's the most I can tell you as far as the court case goes. That's all I got for you right now. Once again, it would be nice to have a final answer. So,
paid my taxes to the IRS, I don't send them a separate check to say, here's some money, will you please take my taxes? So I guess it's just a matter of principle. I'd really like to see that administratively gone. I'd also like to work with people to maybe try to offset that a little bit. Maybe it's time maybe that we did like a chicken dinner or something for the township, or maybe a pig roast or something like that. Maybe help offset that a little bit. So I didn't want to come here and ask to take away that administrative fee without maybe having some other options. Thanks.
All right, thank you.
Could I have one more question? Sure. Like to go up there.
Yeah.
I don't like to hold you. Larry Vanders again. I've heard from Karen, and I've heard somebody talking in my ear, that the state of Michigan, we all being taxpayers of the state of Michigan, are going to give Goshen $178 million, I'm assuming tax credit. Karen mentioned that it's going to cost us to have that we're paying Goshen to come in here. We're not, the state of Michigan is not paying any money out, right? They're just not going to collect money for a while. Am I correct on that? Or are we actually paying them to set up shop? Or don't you know? If you don't know, I'd rather hear that than against. My assumption is they've given them tax credits, which means we won't collect. But that's not money out of our top pockets. It's money we're not collecting.
It's double, it's both. So it's both. So the way that the deal is set up is there's tax credits for 30 years. All right, that the township won't be able to levy. All right, so that's a tax credit. And then the other part of it is infrastructure build out and those types of things that come from state aid. So there's that also. So there's money coming in from the state, and then there's tax credits.
For the infrastructure, and Goshen's not going to pay any of that?
Correct.
Correct.
Michigan Strategic Fund.
Yeah.
It's a strategic
And then us after that.
fund. There's a lot more to it. I mean, just as a Reader's Digest, yes, there is an infrastructure fund. There's part of the strategic fund, which will bring state money into the area.
Right, to bring in enterprise and manufacturing.
For Goshen, you know, so.
Well, they do that with everybody, though, not just Goshen.
Yeah, they do. There's programs out there for our
Right.
industry.
We just did a big graphics for one of the manufacturing companies in there, they just did the same thing.
Sure.
But they still have to pay school taxes, they still have to pay all that extra millages that we put on.
Who, Goshen does?
Yes, yes.
So there will be some collection.
Any millages that are put on, any millages that are put on, so that we put on, they would have to pay.
Okay. But a tax credit is not something that's costing us anything. It just means we're just not collecting money.
Yes, yeah, well, it's not costing us anything, it's just,
I'm not putting down a bill out there.
we just wouldn't be able to collect taxes.
Collect taxes, right. But that's different than paying. Yeah.
Take your tax money from one thing to pay for that.
Well, I don't want to get into I don't know all the specifics about the other stuff. I just want to make sure people understand tax credit. It's not us paying. It's just us not collecting. And it's a big deal.
Yeah.
But that's how business is set up all over the place, not just this company. I mean, that's how you get home. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, next. Nobody has any other comments? Any other comments on this? Okay, no other comments. It takes us out of our second public comment and look for adjournment. Oh, you
Just reminders, I'm sure we all know property taxes are due next Monday, 16th. The following week, treasurer's office will be closed, like I mentioned this last month. So I'm leading a tour around the country, and we won't come back. On Monday, the 16th, we will be open all day for property taxes, and I will be here as late as I need to be.
What's the time?
Yeah, it's going to be 9 until, the spring, it's going to